we are going to create a Keith Haring inspired picture. Our figures, unlike Keith Haring, are going to look like Among Us characters. So we're going to draw 2 figures in our drawing, and they're going to look like the Among Us, but we're going to put arms and legs on ours, and we're going to use those similar dance moves inspired by Keith Haring for our Among Us figures. So each one's going to have 2 arms and 2 legs. You're going to have 2 figures in your drawings. Please make sure that they are nice and big and fill up your page. They can have similar dance movements, or you can make them different. If you'd like to draw them first with pencil, you may do so, but remember to go over the pencil lines with Sharpie as well. After you draw your Among Us characters, if you'd like to add on hats or things on their head the way that Among Us characters do, you may do so. After I've drawn my 2 Among Us characters, I'm going to use my colored Sharpies, and I'm going to add some variety of lines around my characters. Keith Haring was always doing this in his artwork. He was filling in that negative white space around his characters with a lot of variety of lines and shapes and colors. Here, I'm just repeating the shape around my Among Us characters using different colors of Sharpie. You can choose to do this around one or both characters if you would like to, or if you prefer to do a different design, you may do that instead. This is not a requirement for this type of line. The main point that you're wanting to do is fill in all of that white space around your characters. So if you choose to do it this way, that's great. Or if you'd like to just use the Sharpies to create a variety of different lines and patterns around your Among Us characters, that would also work too. You can see here that I'm almost finished filling in that white space around my Among Us characters. I've done those lines around my characters, but now I'm taking that negative white space around and I'm filling it in with different designs and patterns. You're welcome to repeat colors over and over, or if you want to create a pattern using your colors, you can do that as well. But make sure when you're finished, the only white space showing is the small parts in between your lines and patterns and your Among Us characters. We really want to fill in that space and make it very exciting and inviting, just the way that Keith Haring did. Now that I've finished filling in the white space around my characters, I'm going to use my colored Sharpies to color in my Among Us characters. If I've decided to put on hats on my characters, I'm going to go ahead and color those in as well. You can use a variety of different colors, but each character needs to be colored in a solid color. So for example, you can see here that I've made my hat a light green, but I'm going to make my Among Us character a dark green. So every part of my character needs to be the same color. The only part that can be a little bit different is your hats if you've chosen to put them on. The reason we're doing this is because Keith Haring used a variety of colors and not a lot was colored in except for his dancing figures. So we are also trying to mimic this type of color variety that Keith Haring used to use in his art as well. So I'm going to end up coloring this character dark green, and my next character I'm going to color in yellow with brown hair. You may leave the mask part of your Among Us character uncolored. The very last step for our picture is we're going to go over some of our Sharpie lines with glue. The reason we're doing this is we're creating what's called a relief image over part of our picture. And when the glue dries, it will dry clear, so you'll still be able to see your colored lines underneath. But when you run your hand over the top of your picture, you're going to feel the areas where the glue has dried. This is what makes it a relief image. A relief image has both raised surfaces and lowered surfaces. An easy way to do this is with glue. You are needing to do 3 different lines on your picture with the glue. I recommend putting those lines in a variety of places. I chose my 3 because they were some of my more simple shapes. You have to have at least 3. If you'd like to do more than that, you may do so.